Join, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir.
SHRIKRISHNANATH PANCHAL.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're from Latur.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the problem with Latur?
In general, ma'am, the problems are because mainly of the agriculture related sector and unemployment. At present,
Current problem, what is the problem?
yes, ma'am. At present, the pressing problem is of drought, water scarcity, which has gone to the extent of divide of the drinking water.
And what your father has retired from?
He was a primary teacher in a government aided school. He retired 5 years back. Now he is.
You are the only son?
No, I have elder brother and a younger sister.
What does the brother do?
He is a civil engineer.
And sister?
She had done DAD and BCom. She is working as a primary teacher.
You said your hobby is to collect quotes.
Yes, ma'am.
Give us some quotes.
I would start with a quote by the Charles Darwin, which goes on like it is not the strongest species that survives, nor the most intelligent one. It is the one that is most adaptable to change. Should I quote one more, ma'am?
Yeah.
This one is by the Abraham Lincoln. It says the tree is the character is like a tree, and reputation is like a shadow. What we see is a shadow. Tree is the real thing.
Good. And what are the TV serials and documentaries you watch?
Documentaries from varied political, economic, then personal, biographical documentaries.
And TV serials?
TV serials mainly informative. Also,
Which TV serials are informative these days?
Pradhan Mantri, Samvidhan, then Bharat Ek Khoj. I kind of watched the serials that were old also, like Malgudi Days.
You are in Pune now?
Yes, ma'am.
And where are you working?
At present, I am not working anywhere. In past, I worked in JADHAV Hospital for 6 months and 6 months in a civil hospital, Alibag district Raigarh. Yes, ma'am.
How was the experience?
At both places, the overall experience was very good. Because of the JADHAV Hospital was a tertiary healthcare center, and later the civil hospital Alibag was a secondary healthcare center. So I got varied experiences.
Why is it your third chance?
I gave the first chance in the 2013 after I graduated from Grand Medical College. At that time it was in May. Prelim was in May. So I thought I don't want to save attempts, so I gave let's give it a try. So I gave in 2013 itself. I was not prepared for that attempt much well.
IPS is your second preference.
Yes, ma'am.
Nowadays there are, we are coming across a lot of incidences where police officers, especially who are standing on the roads, are being attacked. What do you think is the reason? Because in earlier era, when in Mumbai there was smugglers, they were having their own. They have taken over Mumbai, and even at that time they were never attacking police. But now, what has happened that now people have got the guts to attack the police?
Overall, ma'am, the trend has been earlier. We have to strike a balance between what the authority has in its discretionary power and what are the people's right. So the earlier police had these rights because of the extensive smuggling and underworld in the Mumbai. But subsequently, when it was reduced, now it has been more stringent. Human rights activists, then people's voice or people's grievance has been increased.
So that leads to attack on police. Is it justified? And you mean to say smugglers were there and police had more power. So at that time attacks were not taking place.
No.
So I think you have not understood my question.
Certainly, ma'am, it cannot be justified taking law and order in the hands. I am saying the authority that earlier, like suppose doctors are there, police are there, then any authority who is holding a position, certain position.
Let me rephrase it. Like if you become an SP tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
So what you will do to improve the situation that your staff is not attacked?
Ma'am, for that preparedness is necessary. Like I'll give an incidence of Azad Maidan which happened in Mumbai. quite few years back, wherein the mob was there to take out a rally, and the police was not prepared that much. So there were women police officers that were harassed. There were attack on the police. So beforehand preparation is necessary because it could not be a curative solution.
Don't you think it's the reaction to the police atrocities that people are lost respect?
In some areas, police atrocities are there, but we have a mechanism in place where you can get your grievance redressal. Attacking police with tit for tat is.
Where do you get it redressed?
State Human Rights Commission, National Human Rights Commission,
How many
and
people
also.
have got their grievances redressed? Any statistics? Any data you have?
Data, National Criminal Record Bureau, but it is not about a grievance redressal under trials.
I'm talking about grievance.
Sorry, ma'am.
You said people should not attack police. They should go and get their grievances redressed from Human Rights Commission. How many people have got the redressal?
Sorry, ma'am. I am not aware of the figure.
Then how are you talking that is the platform?
That is one platform. Another, in itself, police, there is a platform. Like you can address.
Yeah, but do people get justice?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that your opinion or is it something you have been tutored?
It will differ, ma'am, from area.
If it is so, then why would people hate police so much?
Ma'am, in the urban areas, people are more vocal nowadays because we see a lot of example like Delhi. If you take a video or photograph someone while taking a bribe, the government and police itself takes action. But in case of tribal areas or the underdeveloped areas, there is a less proactiveness in the people itself. So I think it will differ from area to area.
Because you spoke about survival of the fittest. You quoted that quote. So can you give us a personal experience wherein you could see or you could experience that survival of the fittest that happens?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any experience?
Yes. The fit in that quote is it was based on not strongness or intelligence, but on the adaptability that one has.
Yeah.
So I applied this in my preparation also, like in UPSC exam, whether you are intelligent or some other aspect. So I thought where people go wrong or preparation strategy and all. So
any specific example where you could see that so this person has survived because of that
adaptability.
Yeah.
For a person, I would take an example of society, like sectarian conflict, then patriarchal mindset. These are some of the status quoist mentalities where we adhere to the earlier policies. Like example of Syria, it is adhering to the violence there is because of the sectarianism and some other factors. Personal experience.
No, I mean your experience. Where did you see the adaptability, and because of that adaptability, the person could survive? Or could go, in the long run, the person could survive?
I will give example from my job experience. Earlier, I was in JJ Hospital, so there was a less political interference, less mob. There was a secure environment in JJ Hospital. But when I shifted to the Alibag, so there was a totally different environment. So I kind of adopted in a positive way without compromising my morals and professional values. Adapted professional value without compromising professional values, and I worked there in Alibag.
So you could do whatever you have to do. You could do your job very well, you are saying.
Yes.
Because you could.
Yes, but not for my convenience. To address the patient in better way.
Sure.
Yes.
And have you read any of the biographies or autobiographies of any of the bureaucrats? Because you have written
Yes.
reading biographies as your hobbies.
Yes. No, ma'am. Not by a bureaucrat.
Bullet for bullet. Are you aware who has written this?
No.
It's written by Julio. So, which biographies you have read? Bullet for bullet. Are you aware who has written this? No. It's written by Julio. So, which biographies you have read? Bullet for bullet. Are you aware who has written this? No. It's written by Julio. So, which biographies you have read? Bullet for bullet. Are you aware who has written this? No. It's written by Julio.
He says he hasn't read.
No, any other.
Achha.
Any other.
Mainly political leaders, like political and Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Then some of the like R.K. Lakshman, Tunnel of Time. Then some other like Marathi from Marathi, like on the mythological also, like Karna, Mrityunjay. Then for some foreign.
Karna is not a biography. She's asking about biography.
Yes, sir.
You have written biography, so I'm just asking about what biographies you have written.
Then Benjamin Franklin. Then
Generally,
some other.
when you are saying this now, when you have been asked, you should be able to quote the name of the books, not just biography of X
So
person
what is
or
the
Y
name of
person.
Benjamin Franklin's biography?
Autobiography of Benjamin Franklin.
Then it is autobiography, not biography.
Yes, ma'am. Autobiography would come under the larger context of biography, according to me.
You said specifically biography. Now you are talking about autobiography. Autobiography is something I'll write about myself.
Yes, ma'am.
Biography is something you will write about me.
Yes, ma'am. But in larger context, I thought the autobiography would come under the ambit of biography.
What is smoking?
Sir, smoking is addiction wherein nicotine-based substances are used by the people, and it develops into the addiction. So
What addiction develops?
it develops because of the psychological as well as physical dependence on the
Not
substance.
addictive nature of the substance.
Yes, ma'am. Addictive nature of the
No, that
substance.
you didn't say. You said psychological.
Psychological and physical dependence on the substance.
Dependence, how does it develop? That's what he's asking.
That is because the physical dependence is like when you don't take that particular substance, you get.
How do you get that? Because of the qualities of the addictive qualities of the substance.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what he's asking.
The
If you consume some other product, do you get addiction?
if it is addictive substance, then
That's what he's asking.
yes, ma'am.
How?
For example, in smoking there is a nicotine, which leads to the physical dependence. Like what happens if the nicotine is not there in a regular dose, the cells do not function in a proper way. The stimulus that cells needs regularly is not there. So person develops twitching, sweating, nervousness, and another is psychological. That is other aspect. Wherein if the substance is not there, psychologically the person feels that he needs that particular
I think
substance.
addiction is more psychological than physical. What you just say on this? Comment on this one.
Certainly, sir, psychological dependence is there, but some substances.
My point is, addiction is more
More
psychological than physical. Do you agree with this statement?
Yes, sir, I agree with this.
100% agree or partly agree?
Partly agree.
What is our other part of your answer?
Because if we compare them, the psychological dependence leads more to the continuation of the addiction. However, some of the substances have more physical prominent features. If they are not in regular use, it leads to more
Do you
physical.
smoke?
No, sir.
Have you ever tried to smoke?
No, sir.
Do not try.
No,
Why?
sir. It never came to me that I should smoke.
Many of your friends might have been smoking.
Yes, sir. In my friend circle, some are there, but I never felt that I should try it.
That is what my point is. Why did you fail that?
Sir, the dependence comes afterwards. This is a earlier step. What earlier question was about psychological dependence is more than the physical dependence. So my stand on that was it leads afterwards. This was a after effects of after you start any addiction. If beforehand if you are not inclined to try it, so it is more of psychological strength. It is not a dependence. Psychological strength, or you are not inclined towards it.
what is my personal experience that I saw many of doctors, they are smoking, in spite of knowing all the problems of smoking.
Yes, sir.
How you will comment on this? How will you see that?
Sir, it is a trend wherein out of curiosity many people start smoking, and afterwards they kind
I'm
of.
talking about doctors only, not other common man. Your doctor.
Yes, sir. So, sir, there are trends like if you smoke, it will reduce your stress before interview. You
Doctors are more stressed.
so in some extent, yes, to some extent.
Now there are some cases of attacking doctors and resident doctors,
Yes, sir.
and you have some organization who are looking after that. Is it correlated to this man's question why police are attacking? People are attacking police, people are attacking doctor. How do you see this society? Where is it marching towards?
Sir,
What is the basic root cause of this, such type of problem?
sir, earlier my stand, I was talking upon my mindset of people. Like people want speedy justice for any grievance they have. In some section are being more vocal. They want speedy justice, and if they don't see that grievance redressal mechanism or particular system is not there to address that their particular grievance, they kind of resort to violence and takes law and order in their hand. So it is about the mindset which is changing, which needs a system where there is an earlier grievance redress.
Sangha. Feedback.